Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando tournament. Actually, a four-way, two 1v1s. Jackimus versus RoseCitySaint and Levelengine versus VictorSantafe. Our commentators today are Star and Krista Joy. Say hello.
Hey, party people.
Okay, Victor does have his keyboard here now.
Yes, he does have the piano, so we are here to witness the greatness as always.
Yep, and this is actually we're going to find out what VXR seeds look like for Z2R. It seems today.
Okay.
I need to fix Victor's cropping.
Yeah.
Chat wants to know: is this a star seed?
Nah, we're getting a VXR special of whatever variety that ends up being.
So, guys, from the OOT community, this is a VXR seed. Let that be said, VXR seed. So, here we go.
Yep, we should be starting shortly. And all right, let's see. So, we're off. Hammer, glove, no gems. Sure!
Just peachy, we are starting up. And Star, forgive me for 2 seconds. I am actually pulling up the tracking for those two that we talked about.
Actually, we did have Zeke join us here just now, who will be able to help us with checking also. I'm not sure how many he's picked up.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. All right, with that said,
so we have a no jumper, which is an odd one. We could be here for a very short amount of time, depending on how things go. Did pick up a candle on Jackimus' side from the Stonehenge tile. And we see Palace 4 there, southeast of start. I'm a little lost as we see the candle for level.
Yes, that was... And Victor did pick up a pea bag, so that was great. And his face was like, oh, lovely. I did all of that work for very little. But as you can see on... Wow, the life bar. I am just taking a look at this as I was previously trying to...
Yes, W, that's a funny one.
You know, I'm starting to believe that any seed that I commentate for ends up being a high life seed. Oh my goodness. Compared to the seed that I rolled for myself earlier, which was, 1 unit of life. Oh heavens. So, let's take a look. It looks like we have... Victor is going through the maze right now. And let's see what he is picking up. He's doing his rounds. And we have to thank Zeke for taking over for our tracker that kind of went a little MIA. Yeah. So we owe a round of applause and a lot of... Yes, we are on Maze Island right now. The first person who reached it was Victor. And he's been exploring, and he's realizing that spiders do not like swords because, actually they do. They just take a lot longer to kill. But we're wishing for some fire spells. Yeah, no, it's attack 1. We see a palace in sight, so let's see what palace that's going to be.
And looks like we have a vanilla-like Western continent, so about what you'd be used to from older versions of Z2R seems to be what we've gotten today. So nothing super fancy, about the usual.
Okay, Victor has entered
P5.
P5, and he actually noped out of P5. I guess
not much reason in the Zero Gemmer. It's not the easiest of houses to do on no levels.
Oh, of course. And it looks like Jackimus is about to make that discovery that P5 is standing right before him. But let's see if his knight with armor is going to be daring enough just to... Yes, absolutely. It is a very Pepto-Bismol looking P5. Oh. But
for sure.
Let's see if he's going to nope out of there.
Thinks about it,
and he does.
Nope.
Yeah, he's like, I have armor, but not today. Not today.
Yeah,
not right now.
It doesn't look like we have either downstab or upstab. This is boring.
Okay.
It doesn't help much. I'll go with Fitzy. That this is a zero gemmer.
Yeah.
This is a very luck-based one where just it all comes down to who finds the right things in the right order. They already have gloves, so that's one less thing they need to worry about. They already have a hammer, that's one less thing to worry about, but there's still some things that they want to find, even at this point in the game.
And for me, what I would think with a zero gemmer, honestly, is survivability.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to get to a point where, you have to be able to survive. So that means you're gonna have to take time to level up, and get yourself to a comfortable level, because you just can't go into GP with one attack. You will die. You could have a high amount of life bars, but it doesn't matter if you can't kill anything. And Thunderbird, who would even dare tackle Thunderbird with attack 1? Nobody.
Not even RCS, who is the reigning standard champion, is gonna want to do Thunderbird on attack 1, I think. And yeah, if you really don't care to watch this, just go somewhere else, please.
Yeah. These guys are playing a seed that we knew would eventually happen. And we have boots for Victor, which is very, very good for him, because now he'll be able to do some water walking, and he is checking out, and it looks like palace number
That was 2.
That was P2.
Yep, and also boots turned up, I'm not sure where. Level's getting the spell out of Saria.
Okay, and you beat me to it. Well, I just saw jump.
That's a fantastic tip, Clem, except for I have no idea where Magic Container was. Small key for Jackimus. That's P3 or 6 there in the southeast. This map looks frankly horrendous, as we see fire is in Rando. There's a lot of water on this map today.
Okay, that's why.
And actually, my Resives, I think this is a canyon, come to think of it, because the river is going down the middle of the thing, which is making navigation quite tricky.
Yeah.
And it was a vanilla-like or canyon, because the biome's gonna be a little hard, as we see Mito there for Jackimus. I did not know what spell that was there.
It didn't... He didn't read the sign, so he just kind of walked in and just kind of walked back out.
Yep. Okay, chat confirming that RCS does have boots.
Yes, RCS does have boots. And Victor did get the jump spell.
And there's a raft here for RCS.
Yes.
And yep, they are getting 1-up drops today, which isn't too bad. They don't especially need them with 8 heart containers.
Yeah, this is a very health generous seed. Very, very health generous.
And it's Thunder Rimlighted. Okay, good to know. Raft incoming for Jackimus.
Oh, they started with only 2 lives, Trails? Oh, thank you so much. So, yeah, then the 1-ups are crucial then. Star, it looks like Trails said that they started off with only 2 lives instead of... Yeah, so I'd be wanting those 1-ups too. So I'll take as many as you can donate. Especially with that most generous 1 attack on Victor and Jackimus' side. And...
Attack 2 for level in RCS.
Yeah, they have attack 2, but that magic one on Leveligine's side, especially if he's going to need, because that's a very expensive jump spell. And I did see one cave where he's going to need it. I think Victor is going to do the smart move and increase his attack. which is good. Yeah, I know, 20-point bags. It's not any fun at all, you know, especially when you're anticipating at least 100, 500, and you need it so badly. So it looks like Levelengine. Oh, we have the spell on Jackimus' side.
Yep.
So
spell from Saria, and thank you, chat, for pointing out the thunder is in the medicine's in the east today, which could be a bit of a troll.
RCS is now receiving his jump spell. So who would have thought that, you know, pulling your finger equals, you know, jet propulsion? That is not exactly the way that we want to have that jump spell operate. So level
P2. Just popping by briefly there for.
I think I had mentioned that Level had boots a while ago, but I don't have the tracker up. But this is going to be a very, very funny seed. So it's just coming down to just seeing how everyone is going to route everything. At least they didn't start off with mandatory, you know, down and up stab.
Yeah.
Like the last seed. Like the last seed I was affiliated with. So on Victor's side, he did just get down stab, which is best stab. Unless you're in GP and you need up stab, then it's not so good. But I'm a big fan of down stab myself. I found that has gotten me out of more death situations than you can imagine.
Yeah, and Victor finding out medicine's in the east, and it doesn't look to be too amused. We can see all of the runners' personal streams, including RCS and Victor's face cams, which includes Victor's full picture keyboard, because Victor here takes the term keyboard player to a whole new level, because he plays on a very literal piano keyboard.
Yes. And we have boots.
And RCS is in Maze Island now.
Yes, RCS has finally reached Maze Island. And
I think, this is just a really. I think actually I can't actually tell what biome the West is this time around beyond its bad.
Okay, it looks like Spelltown, and Levelengine is like, nah. So. Yeah, he just went.
That would have been the town of Saria, which does.
Oh yeah, I saw the gap in the water, so that was Saria. But he just said, "Meh, no spell for me."
Yeah. So at this point, our runners are really just picking up levels, looking around a bit, and because in a zero gemmer, there's really no guide on where to go. You want some levels to be able to beat GP. You want to be able to find a way to the east to find GP at this point, since we've seen 2 of our 3 Western palaces, I believe. Palaces 2 and 4. Oh, all 3, because one was 3 or 6, just don't know which. We've seen all 3 Western palaces, it's not GP. We might need some keys. Yeah, it's just really a hit or miss one, because on a 0 gem seed, there's no guidance. You just wander the map and hope to find a way in.
Yeah, you're basically winging it. And then, you know, the other factor you have to look at, like you just said, needing survivability. So you're trying to find easy enemies to kill that provide the best rewards. And it's not like, you know, you have great giant P bags to rely on. You know, those big whopping 20 P bags.
Right.
But, you know, honestly, if this was me, and I'm not the greatest of person, but I think I'd probably go east and see, you know, what we can get. And I think, here we go. Trails mentioned that with the glove, he'd be running east, glove boots, and raft. Yeah, going east might be a good option. And Clem is mentioning that RCS. There we go. So we've got our boat rides here.
Yep, that is a fun-looking eastern continent. You can't get much of anywhere on that. Wait, maybe that's a Death Mountain, actually, come to think of it. Good
and
trails. You're getting nowhere.
And Jackimus is a happy person. He did just get down stabbed.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like... Looks like, is that Nimboro that has fire?
No, that here is... Fire is in Rando today. That is
Rando.
Old Brown Town.
Oh, okay. Let me get my...
Yeah, Death Mountain might well be required to get to the east, because I don't think we've seen a second continental connector in the west, and Maze Island connects to the west and to Death Mountain, so the other connector in the Death Mountain
has it been
probably heads to
mentioned
the
that...
east.
Do we have written that Death Mountain has the trophy?
Right. Oh, there is another cave, though, as I completely missed due to some lag on my end, what RCS just picked up in the northeast corner of Maze Island. Actually, it made it... hi, Death Mountain. Sure!
Death Mountain is fun, and it connects through Maze Island. Nice. So, for me, this just keeps going synchronized, so I think maybe...
Yeah. So, where's this eastern continent, then? I mean, I didn't actually realize there are currently more than 2 continental connectors in the same continent, but Maze Island has 3. 1 to the west and 2 to Death Mountain. So either the west has a connector that we haven't checked yet, or there's 1 more in Death Mountain, I think.
But it would be nice to see if Death Mountain was required. Are we going to see that giant P bag get by Victor? And we did. He is just so proud of his high P bags.
Yep. So yeah, connector's not looking nice. We know that by process of elimination that the East has to have GP, because we've seen all 3 palaces in the West and the palace in Maze Island. None of them are GP. And these runners are just pretty much trying to grind levels as they explore the map, trying to figure out, how do I get to the east?
And we have an unfortunate death on Levelegine's side.
Also, this Death Mountain's absolutely disgusting. It's looks like a distinct lot of not fun to try and navigate Sam's boots.
Yeah, no boots. You're not getting through that happily.
Nope.
And I think that
Spectacle Rock.
magic chart, that's disappointing. Well, not for them, because they only have 4 units, but I think they were probably hoping for something else, preferably the any key. But
any key, they do at least in the medicines the east, but yeah, they would prefer to play the any keys.
Yeah. That way, if they needed to do any type of grinding within one of the palaces, it'll be a lot easier. Plus, they can try to, hope and pray that they can find the quickest route to getting the thunder spell. So
yeah, and I see a bridge here in Death Mountain. Nope, just the regular one. Also, this Death Mountain looks like a canyon today.
Oh, RCS is now getting his down stab, so he's a little bit happy. Meanwhile, Levelengine is traversing the maze. And let's see where he's going to end up. Back in Death Mountain.
Yep, and Jackimus just found that entrance. Victor is also wandering around, but has managed to find the eastern continent. And Nukasuda with the life spell immediately. Alright. Looks like that bridge was somewhere in, I think, the north-ish?
Oh, that's unfortunate. Looks like the magic bottle reward was only 5, and it only reaped out a whopping P bag, so that...
Fantastic. I mean, it's not too surprising. They started with 8 heart containers, so a lot of the items in the pool are just straight up junk.
Yeah, but the one good thing is that it was worth 100. So I guess Victor can look somewhat happy. And Victor also... Yeah.
No whammy. You have to laugh at that one.
Because the drops in here are all whammies for the most part. And he did get a very costly life spell, so let's hope that life is actually worth it.
Yeah. We'll see. No spell, or at least he can't cast it. I'm not sure which, so can't actually make use of that. As we have a distinctly island eastern continent with a completely dead river devil.
So let's see what Jackimus gets for the spell. And he gets the child for the spell. So,
we don't know what's in Darunia. If it's the fairy spell, that could be good, as Victor here finds GP in what looks to be the southeast.
So Victor finds GP, and Victor says, nah.
Not for the moment. He is practically... Yeah, that's southeast-ish. Yeah, that... and Old Kasuda's right next door. That's GP.
Okay, so...
Reflect that they don't
Old
need.
Kasuda is holding Reflect. Yeah, but...
Fairy and Shield are Naburu and Darunia today. Looks like that bridge from the Death Mountain was somewhere in the south.
Can we appreciate? Can we just take a moment on Jackimus' side and appreciate that the River Devil was blocking absolutely nothing? Like, he was just there blocking one itty bitty stretch,
and it's just hilarious. I'm sorry, but that's about as. It's not the most useless. I believe at least in the older version of the Randomizer, saw a River Devil that blocked a grand sum of 1 square.
And you know, there can be a use for Reflect though, because you can cast it. There are enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, Zeke. I think I remember seeing that too. It's great when you just get a River Double blocking, and not even a singular square, just sitting in an absolute dead end, and it's great.
Absolutely.
There's Death Mountain. There's a GP, sorry, for Levelengine. RCS still trying to find out where is this Eastern Continent connector, because I've actually kind of forgotten.
Jackimus did get the... Let's see.
And Level's gonna brave GP on 324. Sure. I mean, it's not the worst of ideas, and Jackimus is doing this. Level and Jackimus doing the same on 323.
So Jackimus looks like he is going to do.
There we go. There it is.
Victor is
RCS last to the east at 20 minutes.
So Victor is braving through GP. RCS has now found that whopping 100 P bag. And I'd scratch my head behind that too. Yeah, that shows. And it looks like upstab is necessary. Unless you can glitch it, but I wouldn't waste too much time on that unless you are very solid with that glitch, but nah.
Yeah, and we actually haven't seen the town of Darunia yet, as Level here is gonna try and do it.
Thanks. And he nopes out too. Yeah, because it's too much of a time waster. If, you know, especially in a seed like this, you don't know where your competitors are or if they're brave enough, but the one good thing that Levelengine knows is that it is upstab blocked. So at this point, it would be advantageous to, you know, start. He's more or less in the know on the situation. So I think Victor found the same issue as well because he's out of GP.
Jackimus as well. All three are just out of here. RCS only just got over there.
Okay, and then we have the water block on Levelengine's side.
Yep, the water tile, just the red jar. Not too surprising. There is a lot of junk in the pool. They started with all 8 her containers and our 8 her containers, the hammer and the glove. There's bound to be a load of junk.
You can use that red bottle to cast that whopping life spell. So there you go. You have to try to look at the bright side to everything. And by bright side, I'm trying to be as generous about it. So RCS is now taking his chance in GP, in which he'll find out the brutal truth.
Yep.
And he'll
be the other runners are looking for Darunia at this point. They need to find out so the issue is not everyone was able to get the child earlier.
To answer Trails' question, they have jump but not fairy.
Correct. They started Yeah, they got jump out of Rauru. Fairy is in either... Fairy is in either Naburu or Darunia. The other one is the shield spell. Preferably it's just in Darunia, since that way they could get both, although the issue is that neither one has the child, which would be an issue.
I think only Jackimus has the child, because he was the only one who had the spell at the time. So it would be in everyone's good idea. Okay, so we have Levelengine on the top right corner, and he is going to get the almighty upstab.
Yep, that is very good for level.
In which, even though the swordsman says, "Bitch, she wish she had downstab." No, in this case, we really do want upstab. So,
yeah, and okay, I think Jackimus there took a game over. It's back to start, unfortunately. So that's a ouch.
Yeah, and it was in the item cave too, so we didn't get a chance to see what was there.
No, RCS and Victor are both exploring the east, finding P1 up in the northwest corner there.
So Victor found P1, Victor said no to P1.
Doesn't need it really at the moment. He's trying to find Darunia, is his main objective, and he does not really care to dig a palace for no particular reason on a new gemmer.
It's understandable, but
I mean, it's experience, but it's also just you can just get experience on the overworld. I get it, honestly.
I'm thinking in terms of, let's see.
RCS picking up, upstab here now.
Yes. And Levelengine has gone through the previously upstab blocked room. So now we get to dive a little bit deeper into GP. Now he probably will be heartbroken if he sees anything that is fairy blocked.
Yep, I didn't actually catch if Darunia had fairy or if it had shield. Hopefully chat can enlighten us, because I've managed to forget.
I see shield.
Okay, so Naburu has the fairy.
Guys, take a look at Levelengine, who is going against Dark Link.
Okay! That's a very fast Dark Link.
So literally all you needed was upstab. Can we put a huge monka in the chat for
okay,
the fact
we're done,
that
I guess,
upstab,
on Level's side.
I am serious. We need to have monkas in the chat for the fact that upstab blocked everything. Blocked the end of the game. Oh my god. This is one of those things where you say, all right.
Okay, GG's to level 2646.
2646 for Levelengine, who realized that, and Dark Link went down with what? I think it was I think
gotta love this random.
It was he had attack 3, right? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he has attack 3. 3, 2, 4. Wins with a time of 26:46.
Well, on a lighter note, for those, RCS really is prepared for GP. He does have the fairy spell, so I think now that he has upstab and fairy, he's going in there. And I know that Dark Link is 8 hits, but nobody would ever think of these low numbers GP getting done in less than like 3.5 minutes flat. All you literally had to do was go through the upstab room, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're at Dark Link, and it's...
And you're done. Sure.
It's
sure, game. Absolutely fantastic. But that does like that RCS will be second to finish, and then as Jackimus is still in the brew and Victor is making his way back to GP, we're done almost. This is a very fast seed, I'll say that much.
So Trails did make a mention that the jump spell also is tethered to fire. And here we go. RCS is taking on Dark Link. And let's get ready to get those GGs ready, because with 8 bars of health, we're not going to see a death here.
Now
especially with the crouch stab method of taking him out. So
yeah, tracking was a bit of a snooze fest. Jackimus entering GP as RCS finishes 29:05. GG's.
And to think someone had the nerve to try to call this boring. This is hilarious.
And Victor getting upstabbed, the last of runners to do so, as Jackimus is about to not done. This is a 30-minute seed. You could have been done in less, just the overall path was kind of terrible.
This was a sub-30 seed. Wowee. Oh man. Victor has gotten upstabbed, so we know that Victor will be probably on his way going to GP to exact revenge. How about we force a mercy roll on him to make him play again? I'm for it, but I don't think they would be.
I don't think so. But alright, Jackimus having a little trouble with the check at night and then dying to get back some life is now about to be done.
So for those who have may have been trickling in, this was a very interesting seed.
Also, did Jackimus manage to take a completely different route from everyone else after?
Oh my goodness, Jackimus found a way to die in GP, folks. Let's.
Okay, Jackimus managed to not take the right route.
I am scratching my head. So we may actually see more of GP than we need to. Let's go! This is great!
Yeah, Jackimus somehow managing to not find Dark Lake right after
there is no true third place, because this is actually 2 one-on-one batches. I can't even talk right now because I'm too busy cracking up over here over the death. But
yeah,
this is actually 2 one-on-one matches. RCS versus Jackimus and Levelengine versus VictorSantafe. And Jackimus died again.
Yeah, just jumped in the lava.
I wonder if he realizes that lava baths are no fun. And he's taking another lava bath.
And he takes a game over. He just needs to go down and that room instead of right, as Victor does exactly that. Goes down and heads for is about to be done.
So we have a double Stalfos battle in the lower right-hand corner. Meanwhile, Jackimus is showing how quick it is and how easy it is to die in a basically easy seed. But I've got to respect it. He found a way to die and give chat what they wanted. They wanted to see something impressive, and they just got to see it. So absolutely fabulous. This is
a seed. No. GG's to Victor. Attack 2. 31:59. I'm not used to reading off sub-hour times.
Let's get the. All right. Should we ask Victor to play maybe the swan song for Jackimus, because he's on his last life and he just took a lava bath.
Also, sorry, GG's to Levelengine and RCS joining us in the VC here. GG's.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Hi, Victor, too.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Hello. So,
alright, so we're on here.
How did you like this
Victor,
scene?
you're kind of quiet. Quick heads up.
Weird.
Yeah, GG's, guys. All 3 of you. Best seed.
Is it better?
This seed was quicker than the nap that I took to prepare for it.
Oh, really?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I feel embarrassed about how over-prepared I was. But this was chop. I mean, 4 people participating, and the difference between first and last is going to be about 5 minutes or something. So that's that's pretty
Jackimus
atypical.
here has decided to the elevator immediately after the upstab block, where if you go down twice, you're at Dark Link.
Yeah.
He went down once and then took a right.
Oh wow! So guys, we got to see Monster Blob.
So he's not about to be done. He might be here for a while because he's taking the exact wrong way to get to Dark Link.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon, but he'll figure it out.
Hey, and we have our good friends, the Gatekeeper Chicken Squad. Let's go! And he is running for dear life because Jackimus knows he's on his last life, and he has nothing to cast life.
He's game overed at least 3 times already, and he's gonna game over a few times more as he decides to not take the elevator down. Oh, Terry! Can he? No!
He died getting Fairy, but at least he did have a drop that was a 1-up. So that's a good thing. And it looks like those chickens are really, really spicy as they chomped out at least 3 units of his health, and Jackimus is not trying for that Fairy.
Makes sense.
I'm wondering, do you think Jackimus will hit Thunderbird?
I hope he might, honestly, because he's picking everything that's not Dark Link route in GP today.
Does he have Thunder?
Yeah, this will be fun, because I have no clue where he is right now within GP, because he is so far off the beaten path.
I mean, the beaten path was like 3 rooms, so that's not safe.
He is going... Well, hello there, Thunderbird.
Oh, hi, Thunderbird. Attack 323 Thunderbird without thunder.
And guess what?
No thunder spell?
No, he doesn't have the thunder spell.
Yeah.
So all he can do...
No, I didn't get it.
Oh, no.
Okay, hopefully this sends him away from Thunderbird, because...
Please do not think Thunderbird is required and go out searching for the thunder
He's
spell.
not. He's gonna try other routes, and hopefully said other routes, including him finding Dark Link pretty quickly.
I wish I
had... Because if you follow the established meta of sorts of going right and down, and going down and right whenever possible, you win this GP.
Can we appreciate that gatekeeping chicken in the upstab room right there? Because he took out 6 units of health in 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. I can't help but wonder if he's not completely familiar with the new logic of boss rooms being available if you go up or down an elevator. That's new with version 4.0. So he might not even realize that going down an elevator could lead directly into a boss room.
Oh no!
Did he still walk into Dark Link from the left?
Look at
no,
that!
No, it was directly. You went down that elevator and you were in the Dark Link room. Yeah.
Or walking right like normal, but never left.
It's the
Jackimus took a hug from Chicken
sometimes you make that mistake.
Yeah, this is
You're
not
so
the greatest
used to walking to the right that sometimes you make that mistake. That was what Chromatically.
Come on,
okay, he's
there
going
we
down.
go. There we go.
Oh no! Don't. Okay, please. Yes, he's going back to the elevator. Thank
There
you. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I bet he's probably punching a wall right now, saying, "Why did I take all those deaths and all I had to do literally was just keep going down the elevator? Why?"
Yeah, he beat you to GP, actually, Victor.
And he
just
actually
took
sustained
the
the
Dark Link.
Well, he did sustain a death on Dark Link, but I
He
think
got
that
Dark
was. Yeah, and he took a death to Dark Link. Jackimus, you can do it, buddy. He's trying to fight Dark Link mano y mano, which is fine. But if you're gonna fight mano y mano, then you gotta make sure that you have the life to compensate for it. And life 3 is not something you want to do that with. You would be safer to go crouch stab and call it a day.
I think it's in part because he knows he's not winning the seed, so he might as well show off a bit.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
all.
but I think he only has one life.
Yeah, he does, but
it's easy enough to get to Darkling. So if he does the game over, you know.
Oh. And speaking of, there we go.
That's what I was talking about. That one life he had to live. He went on. And we do have chat saying the time for showing off has passed.
I mean, if he wants to show off, Jack does like to do this after after when he loses. Yeah, just a little showing of how to have a bad time with Darkling when you don't cheese Darkling, pretty much.
Let's just hope he doesn't. At least this time he didn't take a hug from the gatekeeping chicken right there, the Fire Knight, the Chicken Knight. Because that Chicken Knight takes out 6 units of your health if you hug him. So that guy hits hard.
Yes, he does. Alright, time for another round.
Alright, so we have round 3. Yeah, I think this is 3 or 4.
3.
3? Yeah, 3. So,
And yeah, Fire Eagle Shield. No problem, Chelsea. Alright, but here we go again. Yeah, quite possible.
I mean, if he wants to... Clem, if he wants to show off killing Thunderbird without thunder, we'd love to see it too.
I mean, we might as well just sit here, because yeah, there's no... so he takes a death.
And he takes another death. I think at this point, I get that he wants to show off, but I think this is where the crouch stab would have to come in. Because...
Let's say so, but...
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, he's done with... I think he's done with...
Because you can only die but so many times before starting to say, you know, this is just tedious.
Yeah, well, the Darklink wasn't moving there for a second, so it had to move back out so that Darklink would actually start moving before he went back.
He's a little more stubborn like that in situations where the elevator is the thing, yeah.
Darklink knows
that elevator.
Everybody, uses the crouch stab, so he's like, it can't work if I don't go over there. So that was kind of smart on Darklink, to be honest. Okay.
And
now we
GG's. 40-41.
What is that on Jackimus' screen?
Okay.
I don't even know.
Jackimus showed a chainsaw kill. It was a chainsaw zombie kill. And it was absolutely brutal.
Unexpected.
Respectable as a zombies player, but brutal.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of that seed.
Alright, and GG's to Jackimus. We'll see if we can get him in for an interview. And there we go, actually. GG's.
Yeah, he's in. Hey, Jackimus, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good. That was different.
Yeah. That Darklink was funny.
How did you like GP?
Well, honestly, I think this is the first seed I've done with randomized room layouts, so I was kind of doing the standard, you're supposed to go right to find the boss.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so I didn't know you could just go down to find Darklink, and all you had to do was go all the way to the bottom of the first elevator, and he's right there. So I'm just thinking, oh, come on, how did I miss that?
Yeah, you were our only runner who didn't find Darklink.
And
second
bless
you got back with
and bless you, the lava baths were awesome. You gave your knight a lovely lava bath so many times. I was empathizing with him.
That room had some nasty enemy placements.
Yeah.
And I know you must have been like, for the love of PETA, why did you why Thunderbird of all people to encounter? I know you were probably like, yeah, I'm fully prepared for this. Absolutely.
Well, when I saw everyone was done quickly, I was pretty sure you weren't going to have to go through Thunderbird. So when I saw Thunderbird at the end of that hallway, I'm like, this can't be the right way. It just can't.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And some people in chat were hoping to see you fight Thunderbird with no thunder.
If I had thunder, I probably would have, gone for it, just because it's a fun fight. I like fighting Thunderbird with like attack level 3.
Oh,
and life 3.
And life 3, yeah, would have been awesome.
No, you are a braver person than me, because I don't think I can handle doing life 3 against Thunderbird. Maybe life 6, but not life 3, because I would die a lot, and that's just not a pleasant thing. And then when you finally got to Dark Link, I didn't, I on my end I couldn't see a facial cam, but I'm sure you must have been like, dang, just dang.
Yeah, I haven't had a webcam up for a while. I don't have enough room to set one up in my tiny place here.
Oh, no worries. Webcam can be the death of us, because then they get to see our facial reactions, which is good for chat, but terrible for any future career options we might want to have. But
precisely.
But the seed,
the right facial reaction can just be a highlight all by itself.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I think this is the first ever 0 gem seed.
Yeah. We haven't seen one yet in next random on the restream races, at least.
Yeah, 0 gemmers can be really, really fast. This was kind of slow for a 0 gemmer, it felt like. I mean, the
map kind of sucked, is what it was.
Well, the map was horrible.
If you know where to go, you could get through it all probably in under 10 minutes. Like, all you really need to do is just... What?
Had to get through Maze Island, then Death Mountain.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, I had a very difficult time finding the bridge inside Death Mountain that brought you to the east. I started to panic a little.
Last to get their RCS out of you for.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Finding the boots early helped them with that map, though, that's for sure.
That's also expecting it to even be a bridge in the first place. That's if you can expect to have to do that series of moves to get from west to east.
Yeah, you had to go through all the other maps first.
Yeah, that's both the caves and the ref spot.
Anything else? We good?
Not really much in the way of things to say. I mean, short seed, funny seed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 3-gem, so...
Yeah, it was just such a short seed,
I think the highest levels we saw between the 4 of you might have been a 3-3-4.
I also had 10 lives at one point, too. Did you notice that?
I might have had like 5.
I had 6 or 7 extra lives. Like, they were dropping like crazy from enemies.
I was determined not to
you
up an
had
A
regular
because
bots dropping.
with only the 2 lives, I figured if the GP is a slugfest, those extra lives are going to save me. And then, of course, I had to up an A out and waste them all upon seeing an upstab block.
Yep, same here.
And we did say in chat, rip the 7 lives that were gone from having to up A. We saw that. It was painful to see,
I forgot you get locked in. Like, I was like, yeah, I'll just walk out. And, oh, wait, the death lasers are there.
Yeah.
That upsets me, too.
Oh, well. It was fun.
That was fun.
It was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch, At least you didn't get to encounter any fairy block rooms, because that would have made for a very unhappy occasion for you guys. So lucky that it was, something that was easy to get to Dark Link, and he went down.
Spell.
Yes, but you were the only one.
Well, just my luck that there wasn't a fairy block right in front of Dark Link. Oh, well.
Oh, that would have been mean. Not for you, but it would have been mean for everybody else. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for the restream. Thanks for the fun race. Congratulations, RCS. You defeated me.
Yeah,
Thanks, yeah, a lot of
GGs
fun.
To RCS and Level winning their respective 1v1s.
Yeah. GG to you all. Thanks you. Have a good night.
Let's go, Bruins!
Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for giving us one heck of a race.
Yeah, thank you to our commentators, Krista, Joy, and Star. Thank you to our trackers, Zeke, Highwind, and Angry Demon Noises. And thank you to our runners.
To our poor runners.
And most of all, thank you to all of our viewers who make this happen. You know, without the viewers' support, I don't think we'd be where we are right now.
All right, looking at the schedule for tomorrow, we have another Z2R Max Rando tournament race bright and early at 3 p.m. Eastern between Zarnax and Top Life. That will be on ZSR2. At 2 p.m. Eastern on this channel, we will have Skyward Sword Randomizer Tournament, Winners Bracket Round 1, Gymnast versus Deer, and then at 6 p.m. Eastern, another Skyward Sword Randomizer Tournament, Winners Bracket Round 1 match between Tasnix and Harmjan. So thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching,
have
everyone.
a wonderful night.